Hello, my name is Joshua, and I don't really have a set guideline for how I want to take this video. I'm just here in my room, and I pardon the dogs that are barking, but let me use that as my launching pad. Understand the perspective of a dog is to bark. So therefore, when you get frustrated about that dog barking, it says more about you than the dog. A dog barking is a very good thing, because it shows that nature is working according to its plan. That the dog may bark and let us know what we need to know. The dog is communicating with us. So take a moment to understand that these little frustrations of a dog barking, or a gardener blowing away some leaves, or someone who's driving and they don't know where they're going, so they decide to switch lanes. These little tiny things, just have more patience. Take a moment to step back in time and be an observer of your reality, instead of just an active participant. Be an observer of your reality instead of an active participant, because when you're participating so hard and you're in so much in the moment, you get lost. You get lost in emotion. You get lost in passion. You get lost because others are guiding you, and you're not really guiding yourself, because you're not stepping back and being the observer of yourself. So observe yourself. You look back at yourself and be like, wow, did I really need to spend all of that energy being so angry about that little thing? When really I could have just laughed about it. Don't feel like you're faking the laughter either, because sometimes you need to get your laughter jump-started a little bit. Because laughter is contagious. So even if you find something not be funny and you laugh, maybe that's just your way of your body telling you that you need to laugh more. Because laughter is a good thing. It's good to tell jokes, but it's also very important to be aware that it could be hurtful to people, especially if they're already in a sensitive place. So take things not in extremes, but in little tiny pieces. Okay? Every situation is different, but there is wisdom to be found in all situations. That is why wisdom is a constant practice. We must be a participant in the cultivation of our wisdom, and we also must be an observer of the cultivation of our wisdom. So, see yourself as something that is very complicated. Okay? And let people know that you are complicated. Tell people, I have a lot going on right now. So this is the task that I need to focus on, and then I can get back to focusing on you. Okay? And say that you mean that with total kindness. Just say, I mean that with total kindness. I know it sounds very direct and blunt, but kindness is blunt. It is. Another thing that I want to focus on is the other. And this is coming a lot because we are seeing razor wire. We are seeing buoys with trapping devices and sharp blades being attached to them. We are seeing water being kicked over for migrants and people who are trekking this difficult, dangerous journey, and I wish that they did not have to do it. But there have always been people that had to travel across borders. I'm looking at it more in a universal way and less in an isolated political way, because I'm here to talk about it in the broad sense. Be kind to strangers. That's what I'm talking about. That universal kindness to strangers, because you never know who that stranger is. There are some people who believe in angels. There are some people who believe in God. There are people who believe in God and angels. And you never know if that stranger is an angel, and you never know if that stranger is God. So respect strangers and don't assume that they are bad just because they're in a difficult situation. Strangers teach us how to be kind to the unknown. Strangers teach us how to be kind to the unknown. Because the unknown is where we find ourselves, because life is unknowable. We don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. We can make predictions and assumptions about what can happen tomorrow, but we don't know. We can only hope for the best. And so therefore I need people to have hope. Have hope in your fellow human beings. Have hope in other people. Because other people are capable of so much good things. They are capable of so much. Just give people a little bit of trust, and they will do good things. Give people a little bit of support, and they will actually do good things, and they will pass that support along the way to others. Because that's how the world works. It's a ripple effect, cause and effect. A smile causes another smile, and a laugh, it does cause another laugh to happen because laughter is contagious. So look at the positive and the good in people, and you will see that there is so much to be grateful for. So much to be grateful for. We will have gratitude by finding what is grateful. Why are we grateful? And find it in the present moment. And that is when the true healing happens. So this is just my little introduction into why I think wisdom is our only answer to all the problems, because that's how we find ourselves. We find ourselves through wisdom. So learn the wisdom. Learn what your mother and your father would say, and your grandfather and your grandmother, and the greats, and your teachers, and the philosophers, and the priests, and the rabbis, and the monks, and the nuns, and even the strangers on the streets, because they all have wisdom. So share wisdom and find wisdom.